What if I told you that the British didn't just take your tea? They took your entire net worth. Yeah, the UK robbed India of $45 trillion during colonization. I have made a video about it. You can check out after this current video ends. But what if India never lost that money in the first place? What if India kept all that cash and became the biggest gigachad on earth? No more British Museum. No more developing country label, cause the country would already be developed. Just pure dominance, spicy revenge, and expensive weddings for every citizen. Before we start, like, share, and comment justice for India if you think we deserve better. Or just scroll like the British did while we were starving. And if you don't subscribe, then I will lock you in toilet with Mexico. He will touch you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time and oil you up, maybe even poop on you. So you better subscribe.
Tricks always making noise. Switzerland's popcorn, the ultimate choice. India's chapel, the legend renowned. In this arena, where champions are found. Speeding ahead, breaking free. Endless options for you and me. Chaos reigns. Anime versus in this dizzy maze. Multiple dimensions, we glide. Across dimensions, we thrive. Anime versus, let's revive. So let's persist, never slow. In this journey our spirits grow. With anime versus leading the way. Every single moment, come what may. Come what may. Go, 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 go. Anime versus.
Section 1. 1700s, but India is rich. So, in this timeline, the British show up with their little boats and fancy wigs, and I'm like, nope uncle, turn around. Colonizer, not today. I'm booked. Go loot someone else. Without British rule, India keeps its gold, spices, and brain cells. The Mughal Empire transitions into a modern tech powerhouse instead of falling apart like soggy bread. Delhi becomes the Silicon Valley of the 1800s. Steam trains, already invented. AI, we probably coded it using mangoes. Meanwhile, Britain is like,
we are very hungry. Can we please have some spice?
Sorry bro, colonization is cancelled. Section 2. USA wakes up to chaos.
Hold up, India is now richer than us. They're making iPhones in 1850. They've got electric cows.
Helicopter, helicopter.
USA starts panicking. The CIA hasn't even been invented yet, but they're already trying to sabotage India. Section 3. Britain is broke.
India is successful. That's illegal. We invented colonization.
You invented stealing. Sit down, Timmy. UK tries to sue India in international court for being too powerful. India responds by sending them 1 billion unpaid invoices, labeled back rent for 200 years. UK economy
collapses. The royal family now does TikToks to survive.
King Charles becomes King Charles 6'9" with 7 subscribers. Section for $45 trillion unlocked. With no British looting to 100 years straight, India keeps its money. Like bro, that's $45 trillion. Let me say that again for the kids in the back. 45 trillion. That's free healthcare, free education, 24/7 biryani fountains. India now builds bullet trains before Europe even discovers traffic.
How is India this rich? Even my military budget can't compete.
Section 5. Global reactions. Now fast forward to 2025 in this new timeline. India is basically Wakanda. China's freaking out because they're no longer the factory of Earth.
Bloody hell. We used to own 1/4 of the world. Now India owns all the call centers, tech, and space.
Uh-oh, neighbor has trillion-dollar missiles now. Should I be concerned?
Nah bro, I only aim them at people who still think Wi-Fi stands for West India fried ice cream. Or those who call me a spicy country on Reddit. Section 6. Dark Humor News Reports.
Breaking news? Now don't worry, I won't actually break the news. Breaking News USA is asking for loans from Delhi. New Delhi named cleanest and richest city on earth. Even British tourists are arriving for jobs as chaiwalas.
At least I'm adding ginger now.
Section 7. Meme School of History. In schools, Indian kids now study things like how to detect colonizer behavior 101, how to build your own satellite before lunch break, history of how we bullied the British back. British kids, meanwhile, learn how not to start colonizing people for profit, apologizing in 5 languages for 200 years of nonsense.
Page 37. Sorry again. Page 38. Really sorry.
Never mind, I am showing unrealistic cringe. These make absolutely 0 sense. Let's mature up and show some logical things. Next time someone calls India a poor country, just remember, we were robbed and still survived. Imagine if we were left alone. India in 2025 with $45 trillion retained since the 1800s equals world's biggest economy. Sorry USA. India's GDP today is around $4.19 trillion. But if we had kept those $45 trillion and invested smartly since the 1800s, compound interest would have turned India into a global bank, like the planet's money bag.
Wait, you're telling me I'd be borrowing loans from India instead of China?
Take loans from me. I can give you Mexican books for loan. You can sell them for $1,000 each.
India was once 23% of the global economy before the British came. If that growth had continued uninterrupted, Indian cities like Kolkata or Delhi might have been the next Tokyo or London, or even beyond.
Blimey, if we didn't loot them, I'd be living in Birmingham slums while Indians wear Gucci in Varanasi.
With that money, I'd have built schools with AC, flying trains, and education systems that actually teach how taxes work. Instead of brain drain, the West would have had a brain train, with people immigrating to India for better jobs and education. India invests its $45 trillion wisely over 200 years. With average 5% compound returns, we'd cross $700 trillion by now.
Wait. India's currency is now the global reserve. What happened to the dollar?
Let me guess, you printed money again. I use actual gold, not Fortnite V-Bucks like y'all. With all that cash, India fixed its education. No mugging up. No exams asking you to explain what a goblet is.
So students, today's class is all about how to file taxes, manage rent, avoid depression, and understand real consent. No mitochondria today.
Whoa, this is actually useful.
Bro, why your kids build AI apps and mine? Play PUBG in class?
Skill issue, you can say. British rule destroyed Indian industries like textiles and shipbuilding. In this timeline, India never got industrially robbed. For now, Bangladesh is doing the best in textiles after China. India becomes the world's biggest superpower. Not China, not the US, just curry, code, and cash.
We'd like to apologize, again, for the 1943 Bengal famine and the looting.
Oof, what will I do with these apologies? Bro, go back to your land before I bite your cake. Huh? With just $45 trillion reinvested into healthcare, AI, and clean energy, India now supplies 70% of global medicine and 100% of common sense.
We want a defense alliance with you, India.
Not today, Uncle Sam. Thank you.
Bro's GDP hit so hard it gave Elon Musk imposter syndrome.
Mate, I just want to thank India for inventing spicy food and better Wi-Fi. Also, can we get more students? Yours are literally running our universities. Your students are literally everywhere here. Wait, if you're so rich and powerful now, why are your students still flooding my UNIS like a Vegemite tsunami?
For entertainment. Bro, we already solved physics and math back home. Now they just come here to collect white people accents and Instagram reels. We sent brains, not bombs, yet.
What do you mean by yet?
Chill, we aren't Pakistani. Don't worry, mate. As long as cricket stays in our favor, you live. With $45 trillion, India would have built 10 million schools with air conditioning and no math anxiety, universal healthcare. Even your chaiwala gets a dentist. Mars colonies, run by ISRO at budget prices. And an internet so fast, your memes reach before you even hit send. In this world, the Indian tech support doesn't fix your computer. It owns your company. But wait, that's not what happened. In our timeline, Britain drained India for centuries.
India, more floods and more famine in a land swept by starvation. Death rate already 1,000 a week rises.
Stranded in the open, dried out tears of sorrow.
Let's get back to reality. India is both cooking and cooked. India is cooking in tech, culture, economy, and space. But cooked in education system, healthcare, cleanliness, civic sense, and corruption. I recently made a video about the education system. Link in description. If this version of India made you feel something, even for a second, then don't just scroll away. Smash that like to rewrite awareness. Subscribe to Undo Silence, and comment what you do if your country got $45 trillion back. This isn't just a video. It's a what if that could still become a what next. You can't change the past, but you can share this video and maybe change someone's mind. Do not go without subscribing Anime Versus if you love your kidney. Otherwise, I will legally own your kidney and can sell it whenever I want.
Anime versus, the stage is bright. In the neon glare we take flight. Every twist, every turn ignites the night. Speeding ahead, breaking free. Endless options for you and me. Chaos reigns, trails of blaze. Anime versus in this dizzy maze. Across dimensions we thrive. Anime versus, let's revive. So let's persist, never slow. In this journey our spirits grow. With Anime versus leading the way.